And we have the Preakness winning trainer, Chad Brown, joining us on set right now. Congratulations with your win with cloud computing in the Preakness. Let's start with what Seth said right there. Was there ever any temptation, because your horse did qualify on points to make it to that first Saturday in May, was there a strong temptation to run in that race?
Not really. You know, we felt that he was running out of time, and he'd really have to win the Wood, I think, to really force our hand to run him in the Derby. But when he didn't do that, it gave me an out just to develop the horse, give him a 6-week rest in a Preakness, and it wasn't a very lengthy discussion about it.
As that race was shaping up, how excited, what was going through your mind? You see Classic Empire, Always Dreaming, kind of go head-to-head, and you're sitting right behind him, exactly what you wanted?
It really was. You know, oftentimes you lay these plans out ahead of time in big races, and rarely does it go exactly the way you plan it. But I got to tell you, Javier and I spoke about it earlier in the week. We spoke about it the day of the race. We spoke about it in the paddock again, and it played out exactly the way we drew it up.
He was breaking sharply in here. I mean, he's broken badly in a couple of his races. Once he broke sharply, he was able to get that position you wanted.
Yeah, and I'd say the only thing we changed with the horse is we warmed him up a little bit more in the post-parade, thinking that we had to just get a clean break to get the spot we wanted.
Of course, Javier had been on Guinevere before that. How strongly did you suggest that, hey, you might want to swap horses here going into the Preakness?
Yeah, we we reached out to him and offered him out. He was eager to get on the horse, and it all worked out. We thought he fit the horse very well, and we've had a lot of good success together, him and I, and he has a lot of confidence when he rides our horses. So everything worked out perfect. He really gave the horse a superb ride.
I know that Bobby Franco is such a big mentor to you, and you have said in the past that you wouldn't be in the position you're in now without what you learned from him. How great was this victory, and going back to what he taught you in a race that he had never was able to win?
Yeah, I think that's what made it so special in regards to Bobby, is that when you go out there and just try to do the best you can to run your business like him, or just have a fraction of the success he had. There's very few races I can go out and try to win that he didn't win, because it just seems like he won everything. This was one of those rare races that eluded him, and I think in time he was going to win one of these, and we were able to win it, our team, and it's for him.
This is a pretty exciting moment at this point. How confident were you that he was going to be able to get to Classic Empire? Because he wasn't really coming back to the field.
No, I was a little worried in the stretch. They wouldn't have enough real estate to reel him in. And I'll tell you, I'm really proud of this horse, particularly this last part near the wire where he really lunged and earned the victory. This horse earned it. He was, I know the two top horses were going at it up front. But I'll tell you, it's not like we were far away either. This horse was running the whole way, close to a hot pace, and he really ran.
You left him here in the winter. Practical Joke and Favorable Outcome, two of your other top 3-year-olds you had taken down to Florida. Were there any reasons for that particularly?
He originally was in Florida, and we started breezing the horse, coming off a rehab of a minor injury as a 2-year-old. And I had a handful of promising dirt 3-year-old colts that were all going to run each other in maiden races. So I decided to split a couple of them up, and I picked 2 to send to New York that I thought would fit up here, be able to deal with the elements and stuff, hardy-type horses, and he's one of them. And it just worked out. After a couple of breezes, he spent most of the winter up here when I transferred him here, and the rest is history. He developed well here, right here in New York.
You've been involved with Klaravich, with Bill Lawrence and Seth Klarman for a few years now. Talk about that relationship.
I'll tell you, they've been huge supporters of our stable, very loyal clients, and they supply me the means to go acquire horses that I think are going to be good prospects. And then once we have in our care, is very patient. This horse is a perfect example of our system. Dealing with a horse with an injury at 2 and give me all the time I need to get him ready.
It's pretty remarkable. I mean, this horse with injury issues didn't run at 2. He only debuted February 11th. So to get him to be able to run in a Triple Crown race, having debuted then, it seems pretty remarkable. Where would you rank this job in terms of training that you've done with horses over the years?
I appreciate that. I'll tell you, I really have to have the horse to do it. He took us there. I love to be able to tell you we worked some sort of magic with the horse, or we did something like way out of the ordinary. There was some decisions to make, like you said about the Derby, and some other things about bringing him along and getting him down to Pimlico, and minor things. But this horse really did all the work. He took us there. He's very talented, and it takes a special horse to not be able to run it 2 and get started as late as you said, and get to a race like the Preakness and win.
We have to ask you, how much thought have you given to going to the Belmont? Or are you still just savoring the victory?
Yeah, we're really just savoring the victory right now. I spoke to Seth and Bill yesterday about it, and we just decided, we're we're just going to wait till next weekend. Let's give the horse a week. He deserved it, and he's back here at Belmont already. He came out of the race in good order. Let's get him back to the track series training and then talk about it.
Yeah, well,
go ahead.
No, I was going to say, we'll at least see him in Saratoga if we don't see him in the Belmont.
Yeah, I mean, as long as this horse stays healthy, he's a horse we're looking to campaign the rest of the year, particularly at Saratoga.
And I know, obviously, you grew up very close to there in Mechanicsville, so there is a race that's ahead of the Derby that's even the most important to you. You want to win?
Yeah, I mean, I was telling Seth, we got his hometown track, Baltimore, knocked out yesterday, but Saratoga's my area, so the Travers for me is right up to the top.
All right. Well, we look forward to seeing you this summer and seeing more from Cloud Computing. Congratulations. Tremendous victory. Tremendous job with this horse.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Thanks for having me.